studying the greatest name of my journal is most merciful and beneficial. Respected sir and my class fellows, Assalamu alaikum. Today the topic of my presentation is co-education. Co-education is the type of education where boys and girls can study together in a single institute. Co-education is very important and beneficial because in this world there are both male and females, so we have to live with each other, and it is very important to build our confidence. There are many things we can learn. There are many girls who feel shy, so they can also overcome their shyness by studying in co-education. And when we go in a professional life, there are also many boys and girls, so we can also do practice. This is a world full of both genders, so we have to study and practice about it. Now you may ask a question.
Okay, which you favor, co-education, and you are in favor of co-education or you are against of co-education?
Favor.
She is in a favor. Question.
Why co-education is important in a girl's life? Girl's life.
Because there are many girls who feel shy when they talk to boys, so they can overcome their shyness.
They come over.
What is the difference between co-education and separate education?
Separate education means it is a separate for girls and boys. They will not.
In a separate education, girls and boys read freely, take education freely. What is actual difference?
He wants to say that in a separate education, you are feeling comfortable, but when you sitting together, you are uncomfortable.
You can also feel comfortable in a co-education system. Like if we have a confidence.
Nowadays we see as some cases. How you say that we adjust in a co-education?
Means he want to say that there are a few students who are learning in the co-education, but still they are not feel comfortable. They are not easy. What do you think about it?
They should practice on themselves, that they should have a belief on themselves that we can do it, and they should believe their confidence.
Question. Sawal.
What is the differentiate between co-education and knowledge?
Education and knowledge, these both are different things. Co-education is the type of education. It is
Which type of education? Can you please tell me?
education like studying which we study about subject, and knowledge to learn about anything. Knowledge is another thing and education is another thing.
Thank you.
Some parents are
co-education or separate education? Should we study co-education or separate education?
We should study in co-education because co-education makes us confident.
and
You
mostly
sit with boys. This is increase your knowledge. You sit with boys. This is increase of knowledge.
It will increase my knowledge or not, but we can understand each other. Like boys can understand and girls can understand boys, and they can cooperate with the environment wherever they can go.
some parents are not giving permission to their daughters to not go in co-education. So why they are not giving permission?
Because there are many institutes, their environment is not good, so we have to make a good environment so it will.
No, but even though there are a good environment, but her question is that the parents are not allowing them. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Parents are not allowing them. So what is the reason behind it?
It is their parents' fault. They should have a belief on their children that they can do a good.
They should have a faith on their child.
And in co-education, they are men, boy and girl fall in love with each other. So how is that?
If they are sincere with their study, then they will only focus on their study.
Okay, how can we make good environment in co-education?
We must have a respect for each other, and we must create a discipline, and the teachers should be not so much friendly, but it should be
How we make good environment in separate education?
separate education.
No, he said if there is a separate education, You are in the favor of that we make a better environment in co-education. He said, suppose there is a no co-education, then how can we make it a good environment? Okay, question.
And in co-education, they are given while girls who just focus on games and not on the study.
I say that if they are sincere with their studies, then they will only focus on study. They will not focus on unnecessary things like.
No, she wants to say that in so many cases, not very, that whenever the boys and girls are study, especially in a young age, there are lots of wrong things happen rather than a study. Am I right? That was the question. So how we can stop them and what we do for that?
There should be some strict rules and strict teachers that can make a good environment.
She said make an environment, restrict environment. Question? No question?
No, because I'm very comfortable with boys, so I guess separate education is good.
If you have a confidence and believe on yourself, then you can also feel comfortable in co-education.
What do you favor? Co-education or separate?
Co-education.
Why? If suppose you don't get the co-education, what do you think? Is it the same you are or you are a bit low? Question is that suppose you don't get a chance of a co-education in future. So what do you think? You will be your improvement remains same or you will go to the low down? Same. So it means there is no difference between the co-education and separate education. मीन्स अगर आपको मौका नहीं मिला कि आप को एजुकेशन आगे पढ़ो, आप एक सेपरेट एजुकेशन पढ़ रही हैं, तो क्या आपका लेवल ऊपर जाएगा या नीचे जाएगा? तो why go down? What girls will do जो because of that your level go down? What is the specialty in a co-education so your level is increasing?
In co-education, we face many things and that make us strong and that make us feel that.
Can you explain those things? But Islam doesn't allow co-education.
No, sir. Islam allows that.
Where Islam allows?
Islam says that for education we can learn.
Islam says for education you won't go away. But Islam doesn't say that the co-education is allowed.
Islam allows that there should be a purdah for girls and boys should also.
No, but there is a separator, and there are different things. Then you can learn. You cannot sit like this style in a co-education. Or even though you cannot communicate with the boys.
We can communicate with boys.
No, without seeing the face. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Without seeing a face. You can communicate, but very rare cases and without seeing. There is a veil, there is a cover, then you can talk. Do you think that Islam is not allowing and we are favoring the co-education?
So Islam says that if we ever need to talk, then we never work with anyone.
We are not talking about the job now, we are talking about education. Co-education, not co-job.
No, sir, I said that if we have any work, like I have to ask anything from boys in a study matter, then I can talk.
So you think that is it allowed in Islam?
Yes, sir.
No. Question?
Mostly boys are afraid to talk with girls, like what they will think about us.
Lots of boys afraid, girls never afraid.
Yes, sir.
Never ever.
What they do? Why boys afraid?
That they are leaders.
इसके बाद तुम्हारी बारी है
जरा बात करें.
मतलब क्यों डरते हैं लड़के? Girls are not afraid, boys afraid. What is the reason? I don't know.
What is the purpose of co-education?
What is the purpose of co-education? Might be there's a Jewish lobby They want to destroy Islam, that is why they put the co-education.
Maybe.
क्या पर्पज है को-एजुकेशन का?
Co-education main purpose is to make us able to face any problem. Like if we go in a professional life, then like become doctor, there are also male and boys, male and girls, women. In any professional life, we
Means you want to say that if we have a co-education, then we get easy atmosphere in the jobs.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question?
Enough.
Okay. Thank you.